Is your home market ready, Minnesota? Here we are. I finished these stairs, resurfaced them, painted the risers. The homeowner essentially wanted it to look like this and to match their existing floor color-wise. So the last project, that was a different video. I'm going to be doing this platform here with an engineered wood that we had to search, you know, pretty high and low to try to find the board that would, you know, somewhat match and be to the customer's likings. Anyways, I separated these ones out just because I thought these ones matched a little better. The other ones over there are a little more red. 47¼ inches from right here to right there. And these boards are 5 inches wide. So basically I decided what I'm going to do, and I had to do some planning, which I want to stress, you know, when you're doing this, to do a lot of planning with your layout. I already dry laid it. But I figure here is where I'm going to put that 2¼ piece. The reason why I did that is because I want to have this edge look nice and fine. Because I'm going to have to do a long rip, you know, which may or may not, at the end of the day, be 100% straight. You know, I'll do my best. But here, you know, with the factory cut, if I start here, you know, then I'm going to have at least one side that looks absolutely fantastic. I think that'd be the better side to do right there. So it took me a little while to figure that out. I was like, maybe I should rip them both. You know, it says more symmetrical look. But then I thought, nonsense. Let's do it this way. It'll look better. Just carefully took the edge off without taking the finish edge off. You know, it's probably you know, a 1/16 of an inch or so. I use this level and the C-clamps to, you know, create a straight line. Made sure this is straight. Just measured down, made sure it was all equal, and I just kind of tilted the saw. You know, it kind of pressed against here in the blade and just kind of shaved off that part. So that's gonna make it look a lot better. Something you got to remember to do. So I measured across here. I need a piece basically from there to there. It's 36 inches. It's gonna dig under there. That's the trim piece. So I got a little wiggle room, which is nice. This is the first piece that, you know, I cut that one edge off and marked it at 36. So I'm gonna cut it there. Then you gotta remember, there's this little piece right here. And you always have to remember which way is which with these things, because I've done it before where I've cut them and realized I had it flipped over and I cut it the wrong way and therefore wasted a whole piece. So the first thing I'm gonna do is chop off, you know, that little tongue right there at the end, and then I'm gonna chop it at 36 inches, which will put me where I need to be. Yeah, you just want to be careful. I go to 36. You can see I put the piece here, dry laid the stair nose, and then butted it up to where it's going to be, and then marked where the wall is, and the angle cut's going to have to be so that it fits, you know, in there. It's a fairly common cut. You know, you basically just have to go right and then figure out the depth. If you don't get it right the first time, try again, because these are the types of cuts that make or break your job. And so, you know, to get it right is more important than trying to go fast. Alright, so fit the pieces in. That cut, I'm happy with that cut. That's nice and tight. This one I actually had to shave down here a little bit because this must not be straight. But I just wanted that to be tighter. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about when you have to be careful when you cut them. So instead of really measuring at this point, you know what I do is I flip them over. You know, so that end's actually going to be over here because I don't want to cut both sides. And so what I do is I just mark it. You know, I got it nice and tight up against the wall. And I mark it exactly where I want to cut it. And I'll just cut it there. if anything, go a little long, and you can always shave off a little bit. So you can see we got these. I cut these, you know, I'm just laying them. I don't even measure them because that way I'll get a straighter line. You know, and what I found out with this is I really want it to go nice and snug, you know. So you gotta have, you know, the distance in there correct. You know, so that's how I'm doing it. And I got it nice and strong in the middle where most traffic's gonna be. Alright, so we're making progress here. And I got this amount of the floor done. It's like once you kind of get going and you're comfortable with your pad and you're happy with everything, then kind of just, it moves. But, you know, let's clean along there. You know, there's a trim board that goes over there, but, you know, this is how it's going to be there. But it's, you know, butted up. And then there's this gap. This is the last piece I'm going to do. So I got to do a long cut there. And then this is where the stair nose is going to go. Okay, now that I've dry laid the plank boards, now I lifted them all up, keeping them in order, making sure I didn't mess them up. But now I'm just simply gluing it. I don't go too crazy on the glue, especially for this. It's so small, it's not going to move. But I just put it, you know, a good layer around, putting it in the tongue in the groove, just a tiny amount. You don't have, again, don't have to go crazy because you don't want a big cleanup. All right, so I'm going to try to show you how these things go in. It's pretty easy. This one's all glued up. Just part of my camera work here. Running a solo operation right now. So anyway, you line them up. You line up there. I see how that's kind of at an angle. Got it in there. I push. And then you just kind of push down. Make sure it's nice and tight. You know, make sure our lines are lined up. That's where you want it to go, and then you just keep on going. Alright, these stairs are almost market ready here. Left the room here for the stair nose. I can't stress enough, I'm going to double check, triple check, quadruple, whatever this measurement here. I got 40.75 from there to in there. You know, so I'm going to try to cut it and then cut it here just so it looks a little better. The Scotch blue tape really came in well. It did what it said, you know, it came off pretty well from the wood. But you do, even with this blue tape, want to make sure that you take this stuff off, you know, before 24 hours, I'd say, you know, just in case it gets hot. But there you go. Got the staircase complete. Looks good. See how strong it is. Looks pretty good. No nails, just glue. I used liquid nails, you know, just for this product. Put a lot in, but yeah, looks great. There we go. I think this staircase is officially market ready. Let's move on to the next project.